going back to Edible Whole Foods this week. I had my physical this week. Doc says, you know, you're kind of doing some of the right things, but maybe you need to do a little bit more. So I went and found Jennifer Lewis, who's the Health Starts Here specialist over in Chapel Hill, and she's bringing me a really good for you kind of summery salad with seaweed.
Absolutely.
So
this time of year, we're getting into those fresh flavors. We're getting those nice crisp vegetables. And what we've included here is the seaweed. And a lot of folks don't realize that there are a lot of health benefits to eating the seaweed. It's going to be really high in trace minerals. It's going to really impart a unique flavor to dishes. Pairs well with Japanese-inspired food, or just as a nice light summer side.
Well, I kind of like this because it's not that typical green stuff that you see.
Yeah, it doesn't look like what you find on the beach, but
it
definitely has that nice fresh sea flavor.
Yeah. So we've got radishes and cucumbers, and a lot of times people don't think about the potency of a radish, especially a fresh radish just right out of the ground. It's got a little kick and a little spice to it.
Oh yeah, you get that heat from it.
Yeah, which is kind of fun.
I think there's something about cool and hot food, foods that are naturally cool that give you that heat that really just makes the palate happy.
That's great. And it's a very simple dressing, but you wanted me to make a little switch here.
I did. When we're talking about being a little more heart healthy, a lot of folks are looking at watching their sodium intake. Something like the Bragg's liquid aminos, they're going to have the sodium in there, but it's going to be almost half of what you're going to find in something like a soy sauce or a tamari. That means you can still get the coverage, you can still have that amount of liquid you might normally have, but you're really dropping down the sodium. You get that salty taste, to be sure, but just a little bit less. So it's a nice swap you can make. Keep it same amounts in your recipes, one for one, but you're going to get that flavor without the sodium. So easy.
This is cool. I mean, it's like, I don't know how many times I've walked by this and kind of wondered what you used it for. So I appreciate you filling me in.
Another nice thing about it is it's also gluten-free. So folks who are looking for those gluten-free alternatives, they can use that as well.
Okay. So, and it's a very simple dressing, isn't it? It's just rice wine vinegar and some Bragg's. So flip it in there. Let's. I kind of want to taste this. So
the nice thing with the rice wine vinegar is it does also have that really light flavor that goes really well for summer. So we're just going to add in about 2 tablespoons worth here, give or take. So then we're going to add a little bit of this, like we would the tamari in the original recipe. Going to give us that nice saltiness. Couple tablespoons there. We're also going to add in some of these sesame seeds. They're going to give, again, that little bit of complexity of flavor. Going to give it some of those nice healthy fats to aid in the absorption of the nutrients in the salad. And then we're just going to add in the seaweed right here. Oh, it's already starting to smell so good. You get those different components, and we just give it.
Look at the color. I mean, we talk about eating with our eyes, but look at all the different textures, colors, everything going on in this salad.
Absolutely. And it's only going to get better as it sits a little bit as well. So it's ideal for having outside if you're grilling, if you're doing something,
Oh, this would be great.
Want to take it to a party? Absolutely.
It'd be great with fish. All right.
You can dive in.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's good. I mean, it doesn't have that hit you in the face that some seaweed salads have.
Yeah, it's definitely a little
It kind of lets the other ingredients kind of come out. And I could see if it sat for a little while, it would be even better.
And that's why it pairs so nicely with some other dishes as well. It's not going to overpower if you want to have that grilled fish. Those seared scallops would go great with it.
All right, I'm chewing. Tell them to come back and see us next week.
Come back and see us next week for some more edible whole foods.